Hey team, happy Tuesday evening. I wanted to come on here. I couldn't be on the call last night for the tear-jerking, inspirational call. I apologize, but I was asked to come on here. Hi Datha. I was asked to come on here and share a little bit about my journey and a little bit about what Plexus what it's looked like for me over the last few years. So if you don't know me, if you're brand new, my name is Kayla Crump. I'm a gold ambassador with Plexus. And I'm gonna turn my comments off because I just get so easily distracted. Okay, don't know how to do that. Anyway, I joined Plexus in February 2016. That was something way out of my comfort zone. I watched Tammy Bertrand post about Plexus for 18 months before I contacted her. And I said, no way, couldn't try it, wouldn't do it, too expensive. I gave every objection under the book. And then I tried it because I got it for free. I won a little contest she was having. And I knew that my life was changed within 5 out of the 7 days of a free 7-day trial of Slim. So I thought to myself, the only way I can afford this is to do the business, to share what has changed for me in the last 5 days. So I went all in. I told my family I was doing it. They were not supportive. I got I can't believe you're doing that. I can't believe you're going to be posting on social media about that. I'm not going to unfollow you. So in my mind, I accepted that negativity, and I knew in my mind all I could do to get my products paid for would be to get customers. I knew I wouldn't ever have any business builders underneath me. So I believed in that, and I made a great income in my first few months only getting customers and building PV and making an earning from my PV earnings. And it took me several months to go silver. The year that I joined was early February. I just become a new mom a few months before that. And if you're on here or you're watching the replay, you know me. You know that life has certainly thrown us a few curveballs. And our family has been through a lot since 2016 when I joined. So like Connie said on the call last night, it took me a lot of personal development and a lot of personal growth to learn how to share effectively. And I think about 2 times I have built a pretty successful team and they all quit. And I would get these business builders and I would give them these tools, and then they would quit it on me, and I would get so frustrated, and I would take it personally, like I had done something wrong, because I would invest so much of myself in them, and then they would leave, and I would feel so discouraged. You guys, I was in dark places. I had to remember that my joy comes from the Lord, and He promises us good things. When we share the desires of our hearts, if it's His will, He promised that to us, and He will give that to us. So I was doing really well. I hit gold in February, actually 2019. So exactly 3 years later, I hit gold. I was doing awesome. And life threw us another curveball. We lost a dear family member of mine. That's an understatement. And we got to a place where financially we were not going to make it at all. And I got to a place where I threw up my hands and I gave everything to God. All my wishes, all my desires. I was on my knees begging for answers. And God blessed my business when I felt like coming back and posting on social media. And I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful for the blessings that God has poured out, all because Datha and Tammy have shared something so meaningful. My mother-in-law passed away last year, and in December, I took the plunge and I trusted God, and I went full time Plexus, obviously, which I always was, but I quit my job and I went part-time as an x-ray tech. That took a lot of faith, and it was the best decision I've ever could have made. I re-ranked gold this month, but the beginning of the month was hard because I was in a kind of a dark place again. You know, I signed an awesome new business builder, and then she got a new job, and she was really busy, and my points weren't where I wanted them to be, and I had all these awesome goals written out. And I told myself, I'm going to find business builder this month, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. When you've been through something as many times as I've been through in the last few years, you learn a lot about yourself, and you learn a lot about where you can be, or where you have been and where you can be. And I'll tell you, the difference in my business has been my relationship with Christ. The closer I am to Christ every time, the better my business does. And I reached out to Tammy and Datha at the beginning of this month, and I said, I just didn't know what else to do. I said, will you please pray for me? Because I had a good month in May, and here I am in June. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I just feel like I'm at the point where I don't know if Plexus is for me. I know the product's for me. I know that I have something so wonderful to share, but I don't understand why my business is not flourishing the way that I want it to go. And I know that things were slow compared to other people. Yes, I compared my business to other people because our flesh will do that to us. And Tammy and Datha reassured me that they were praying for me. They didn't give me details. They just said, we hear you, we see you, we're praying. And I didn't hear anything for a few days. And Connie, I'm with you. I'm on the same boat as you there. A few days later, people came out of the woodworks, people that I didn't even know were struggling with something, people that I didn't know wanted Plexus, people that I didn't know were watching me for the last over 4.5 years, said to me, I went in on the deal you have because you have never quit. You have never quit. What does that say? I never quit when I was down and I didn't know what I was doing. And I prayed and prayed. And all of a sudden, my points from May to June have exactly doubled. Doubled. I went from 70 to 130. Shay went from gold to senior gold in 1 month. That does not happen unless God is in your business. I just cannot say enough about the blessings that have poured out on my family from this business and never giving up. And I ask God to show me a sign that I would know for sure that I'm supposed to be here. And if doubling my points to the exact number is not a sign, it's not any kind of communication, I don't know what is. But I am reassured that I can do this. And when I've been discouraged, or when other people have been discouraged, you know, I pray with them and I think to myself, it's all about their mindset. It's mindset, mindset, mindset. You have to have that belief, and that is so true. But sometimes that mindset, the actual word mindset has a different connotation with people, and I like to use the word perspective. Try to have a different perspective. Instead of thinking to myself, Danielle, I'm thinking of you right now. Instead of thinking, I wanted to sign 3 more people to get the double bonus, or I wanted to sign 6 more people to get to senior silver. I wanted to do this, and everyone told me no. I want you to think of it like this. The 20 people that you reached out to and they told you no, those are 20 seeds that you have planted. You need to water the seeds. You need to follow up with the seeds. You don't just leave it. Because if you don't keep sharing or following up with someone, somebody else will. So I hope this has encouraged you. I was in tears today watching the call from last night. Thank you for jumping on with me tonight. I hope this was a great addition to the call, but never, ever give up.